Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here with your Pisces season readings. So yeah, if you saw my video last week, I have been, and I'm still working on my shadow retrieval practitioner certification, and because I'm working on it, I have to actually do shadow work on myself. And a lot of times that means going deeper into hidden, well, of course, shadow work itself is going, essentially going into hidden parts of yourself in order to bring them forward and integrate them into everyday waking life. So yeah, it would be, it wouldn't be awesome if I had gone through this entire training and had not done the work on myself that I would like to offer to others. And on top of that, I'm working it in with tarot and all the things that I do here in the channel to be able to, I might be changing things around on the channel as well. So let's get into, just gonna go ahead and put this out there. We're gonna do a meditation first, then I'm gonna talk about Pisces season, and then we're gonna get into the readings. So I just like to have an agenda so people know what to expect in the reading. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do all the signs, readings for all the signs. But let's get into this meditation first. And what I actually want to do is go ahead and try out the meditation for shadow work, getting into shadow. Pisces season, I think, is really good for that. So I know I keep clearing my throat, but I feel like there's just something stuck in there. And it's crazy. All day I've been speaking clearly. And then evening comes and out the window. So excuse my throat clearing. I may take sips of tea, water here. Actually, let me go ahead and do that now. Okay, so what we're going to do, and this is from Catherine Liggett's shadow retrieval session, and this is called focused breathing. So I'm going to start off with just where you're sitting, and again, just as a preface, do not do this while you're driving. Make sure you're in a house sitting down where you're in no imminent danger. So let's just start. This is just a mindfulness meditation, and it's really focusing on the breath. So I want you to close your eyes and just breathe. Notice that you have a body right here. Notice the mass of your body. Let it sink down into where you're sitting. Feel the seat. Just receive you. Receive your body. Your body is just settling into place. Now I want you to notice the breath that is moving through your body. I want you to pay attention to each inhale and each exhale for several rounds. Just inhale and exhale. Now I want you to notice the space in between each inhale and exhale. Between every one of those, just reside in the stillness of that space for a few seconds. You are now in this present moment, right here, right now. I want you to do a mental scan of your body and notice if there are any areas that feel tense to you. Once you have that area in mind, direct your awareness to that area and just begin to send your breath to that area of tenseness. As you inhale, notice the feeling of inhale moving to that area. And as you exhale, imagine that area softening even just a little bit. Continue breathing into this area of your body, gradually inviting it to soften, to open, and to allow more breath into it. You may have become aware of another area in your body that feels tense. If so, direct your breath now to that area and continue the process, sending the breath to that area on the inhale. And on the exhale, feeling the area soften. When this process feels complete enough, for now, just return your awareness to its natural place and allow your whole body to rest in a space of soft presence. All right, open your eyes, come on back, and let's talk a little bit about Pisces season. Okay, Pisces season. Took some notes. And again, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm not an astrologer, I'm not, but I do teach myself these things to help it inform me, inform my readings, and just help to put us in the place where we are now, help to solidify us in the present moment. So the sun is actually in the sign of Pisces, and the readings that we're going to do are for all of the signs during Pisces season. So Pisces season started. The sun went into Pisces February 19th. Typically it goes February 19th to March 20th. The sign of Pisces is represented by two fish circling each other, or circling in a circle. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Pisces and Neptune are also the rulers of the 12th house. That is the house in astrology that talks about the hidden side of life, the hidden self. And again, talking about shadow work is just perfect timing for Pisces season. As far as the body is concerned, Pisces rules the feet, everything about the feet, and the lymphatic system. So, you might want to think about getting or finding out how to do a lymphatic massage on yourself, or finding out how to give yourself a foot massage, or even if it's safe for you, getting those massages on those areas for this season. A little bit about Neptune. Neptune was the ruler of the ocean in Roman mythology. In Greek mythology, his name was Poseidon. Neptune is connected to, Neptune in Pisces, but Neptune is connected to psychic ability, the occult, the subconscious mind, psychological health, and again, hidden places, and all that 12th house energy. The positives or desirables, because I got this out of, what book was that? The Llewellyn's new A to Z horoscope maker. But desirable things about Pisces are that they are inspirational, idealist, they concentrate on what they do. They are probably found in hospitality fields. They're all about service and order. Undesirable aspects of Pisces include negativism, indolence, indecisiveness, an inferiority complex, self-pity, and sensitivity. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and get some cards out for the readings. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm using the Dream Enchantress Tarot, and I think I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Animal Spirit deck for the guidance for all the signs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to come back. I'll see you in just a second. All right, friends. So I've gone ahead and done the shuffling of the cards, and here we go. So Pisces, of course, you are up first. You are the stars here. We have, you all are usually represented by the moon card. So Pisces, this is the moon. You all representing the moon card means that this is your space. You all are in this liminal space, but you understand the value of being here. You understand, and pulling together the parts of the self that have been rejected, that you have rejected, right? So let's go ahead and pull the tarot card here. You all have the Ace of Cups. So, of course, you all are the water element, part of the water element. This is really good for you. It almost feels like there's a new start in the air, a new emotional start, new relationships, possibly a new relationship with yourself, of course, because Pisces is all about, working in the shadow and working with those parts that, yes, of course, you have rejected, right? Sorry, 1 second. Let me get the book for the guidance here. Because again, this is a pretty easy read for you all, where there is this new beginning, of course, because Ace of Cups, these are just brand new beginnings, and I definitely just am feeling that it's about a relationship, of course. Ace of Cups are about that, but it could be that you're deciding to bring parts of yourself together in one space. And that watery emotion, right? You're just swimming in the waters. You're comfortable in that space. You're comfortable in the dark, weird, shadow of it all. But let's go ahead and see what your guidance is. Octopus. Interesting. Let's go ahead and read Octopus. Of course, it makes sense. Octopus in the water, right? So the octopus is all about reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. The octopus signals a wonderfully perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. So when this energy is in balance, you're interested, engaged, and intelligent. But when you're out of balance, you are needy, clingy, and you lack courage. To bring this into balance, you need space to yourself, or you need some talk therapy. And again, this is from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Krans. I think that's pretty spot on. You know, whenever you are starting a new relationship, it could be that you are starting this new relationship because you understand that maybe you lack some boundaries. Maybe you have been oversharing even. And that there's that wonderful space for you within yourself that, you know, you just have a great time in it. But, you know, sometimes it's pretty hard for other people to understand that. And that's okay too, right? But enjoy who you are. Enjoy yourself, okay? All right, Pisces. I'm going to go on to Aries now. Aries, you all are represented by the Emperor card in Tarot. You all are all about the father figure, the structure, maybe even about, this could be about laws, or, you know, this could be actually something related to the father figure. So let's see what you all have here. You all have the Queen of Cups. Interesting. I feel a lot of this Pisces season might be about therapy, might be about nurturing the self, really understanding, you know, the qualities of the self as, you know, even as the father needs nurturing. The father needs that, you know, especially when, you know, I'm talking about Aries. The father needs that nurturing at the heart of him. And I was reading something where I can't remember what book it was, but essentially, you know, when we were speaking on the subject of fathers, the guy was saying, you know, there is something about, you know, all these personal growth things that focus, you know, on women, but, you know, the author was saying that she had this encounter with a man who said, you know, it's Brene Brown, that's who it was, and it was about vulnerability. And there was that moment where he said, you know, I can't fall off the white horse on, you know, for my wife and my daughters. I can't do that. If they see me fall, if they see me fail, I can't do it, because it's outside of my scope of father and husband, right? But sometimes that's not all that's available. The Queen of Cups here is about nurturing. The Queen of Cups is it's that therapy feeling. So, you know, maybe you are thinking of seeking therapy. Maybe there's something about like a father issue that you want to deal with. But it's really cool that this lion showed up here. So let's see what the lion has to give for some guidance. Let's see. Okay. Patient, regal, a complete master. The lion is a master of the fire element. Oh, wow. Yeah, of course. Master of the fire element. Aries is a fire sign. Very fitting. Lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by a few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When this is in balance, This is the epitome of peace and strength. But when it's out of balance, it's withdrawn or too serious. To bring it into balance, practice daily meditation or friendship even. Nice. All right. So let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, you all are represented by the Hierophant in tarot. And to me, the Hierophant is about, to me, the Hierophant represents the person who is called on by the higher power to disseminate and basically spread the message and the news, right? And create a space where people can come to be connected to that spiritual realm. So the Hierophant is somebody who is able to pull down that information from high above, bring it down to earth, right? Then of course, there are also other meanings to the Hierophant. It could also represent the superego, right? The model of the environment and how the environment affects us. So Taurus, let's see what you all have. You all have the Star card. To me, that's all about hope and effort and what you're pouring all your energy into. So Taurus, maybe you're pouring yourself into the world around you. Maybe you're pouring yourself into how you make things come about for yourself, and maybe even the perspective that comes from that. Maybe you're getting closer into what it means to converge. I'm thinking of the Rider-Waite deck when I'm thinking of this, even though this is pointing to the stars, but we're standing here, right, in the Star card, standing on Earth, reaching up to the stars, making a wish, hoping that it comes true, hoping against hope on the brightest star that our wish comes true. So let's look at what you have for guidance. You all have the Deer card. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's get Deer. Here we go. So the Deer is loving, intuitive, graceful, and the mother. Yeah, in my mind's eye, I was seeing the Rider-Waite card, the Rider-Waite Star card, and in that card there's a person kneeling on the earth by the water. And so what I was gathering was there's this connection between earth and the water, and that's where you are. You are earth, you're an earth sign, you're connected to the earth, but you're also understanding how the water flows through you, how your intuition works, how that actually guides who you really are, because it's not just all stable, firm earth. It's definitely a convergence of the two, a convergence. That's what I'm saying. So even in this hope card, I'm seeing for Taurus, you all are converging this idea of the outer self with the inner self. You're really taking an inner look at how that intuition flows through you. So let's look at, again, and it's perfect that the Deer came out for you all. The Deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. Wow. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but it is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A Deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The Deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, this is receptive energy, very compassionate and nurturing, but when it is out of balance, it is concerned and protective. To bring it into balance, go into nature or, be around children if possible. All right, so Taurus, that was your reading. Let's move on to Gemini. Actually, I'm going to take a quick sip of tea here. Okay, Gemini, you all in the major arcana of tarot are represented by the Lovers. The Lovers, so for me, when I think of the Lovers, I think of the self, the entire being, you know, the outer self with the inner family, you know, the inner parents, the inner child. You know, that's kind of how I feel when I'm thinking of the Lovers card. But the Lovers also represents choice, possibilities, love taking rational choice away from us. This is about marriage without ritual or a sacred marriage. It's also about love and sexuality, naked and unashamed. You know, it's always that, you know, what comes along. The Lovers card is a really good card because I think what comes in is, it's not that we are taking the part of us that, you know, sometimes we think we should be ashamed of, right? And we're actually taking it and it's actually enhancing us. So Gemini, I think of you all as, you know, twins. You know, one twin is maybe one twin. I'm trying to come up with like some sort of example. But basically, you know, one twin just makes the other twin better. Each just makes the other one better. So if we're thinking of naked, right? Naked and unashamed. Naked and unashamed. Like, just naked would just be naked. But naked and unashamed, woohoo, confidence, right? All right, I'll stop talking about Gemini. So let's see what you all got, Gemini. You all got the Seven of Cups. Can you all see that? I want to make sure you can. Okay. You all got the Seven of Cups. And actually that kind of makes sense. Honestly, okay, so with this card, right, it almost seems as if Gemini, you all want to like really take action this season. You all really want to do, right? Go. And accomplish, result, right? But I see here that this season is encouraging you to dream. I don't know why I see that, but it's not that you won't be able to do anything. I don't know why, I just get the sense that you all are just meant to dream the possibilities instead of do them, right? So, that's interesting. Let me know how that works out for you all. I'm going to go ahead and read your guidance. You all have the Dragon. That's one of the spirit cards in this animal deck. All right. So the Dragon. This is about seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. Ooh, yes. Huh. Okay. All right. So the Dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It's almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. Perfect for Gemini, right? Twins. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Ajna is dim. Ajna is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. Maybe even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. The dragon is related to the third chakra. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems. and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. Yeah, I feel like you all are concentrating on the inner in this time frame, in this Pisces season. That inner fire. Okay. All right, Gemini, that's your reading. Let's go ahead here and move on to Cancer. Cancer, you all got 2 cards. But let's talk about Cancer and the major arcana. So Cancer, you all are represented by the Chariot and the major arcana. And the Chariot card is all about transition, being in control of success, regardless of the direction, and absolutely about travel and adventure. And it's funny, it's so interesting that it's connected to Cancer. But yeah, I definitely see that. Let's see what you all have. So Cancer, for you all, I got the High Priestess and the 5 of Pentacles. Now this is interesting because the High Priestess is all about this is this is the number 2 card in the deck, but it's actually, it's numbered number 2, but it's actually the 3rd card in the tarot. The cards before the High Priestess are the Magician and the Fool. So the Fool comes first, then the Magician, then the High Priestess. So this is a representation of, I see this as a representation of someone who is guarding the secret of the feminine. And also someone who's a writer. This is all about, it's this protector of this sacred secret, of this sacred mystery. And it's almost as if with this 5 of Pentacles, right, there has been a secret that is emerging. Either you are releasing a secret, or maybe, you're working on some kind of job or something in secret, but that secret is actually starting to come out. And, it might be something related to education. It might be something related to writing. But yeah, this 5 of Pentacles definitely shows that there is something external and tangible that is coming forward for you all Cancers in this season, that could, again, because you all are represented by the Chariot card, who knows where this is going to take you, right? But yeah, wow, that's pretty interesting. So let's see what guidance you all got. The Lamb. That's pretty interesting because I always think of when it's moving from Cancer season to Leo season as, it's almost like thinking of March. So there could be something happening in March, but I think of that phrase of coming in like a lamb and going out like a lion. I think that's the order of it. But that also reminds me of the month of March, which actually starts tomorrow. So, I don't know, maybe something's going on for you in March, Cancers. But let's look at what Lamb has to say for you. Here's the Lamb. Here we go. Okay, peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The Lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when the deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, yeah, it's almost as if that someone, it might be that this is coming from another person, this release of this secret, or the release of this this tangible item. Yeah, okay. Though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. Yeah, I almost see you all, Cancer, in this Five of Pentacle cards as these two, you know, children just kind of staring in awe at this, you know, this sprite that's growing out of this plant, and you're just, you know, okay, this is what that is. I'm just sitting here receiving as the lamb. So when you're in balance in this lamb energy, you are in knowingness and inner peace. But when you're out of balance, you're quiet, timid, and concerned. To bring into balance, bring that energy into balance, meditate, or just practice listening. That's it. Okay? All right. So, Chariot. Cancers, that was your reading. And let's move on to Leo. Leo, the lion. Well, actually, the strength card. But in the strength card, historically in the Rider-Waite deck, there is a lion being, I guess not being tamed, but there's a woman interacting with the lion in the strength card. But Leos, this is, the strength card is, you know, this is about willingness, self-compassion. To me, it's always been about courage. It's about what courage requires. You know, what is at the base of the strength card. It requires courage. It requires, you know, confidence, no fear, but also willingness, self-compassion, and, you know, possibly the gateway to the internal life. That always takes a lot of strength to go into that inner life. So Leo, you all also got 2 cards like Cancer. So let's see what you got. Wow. You all got the Lover's card. Now the Lover's card here, this again is, this is about choice. This is about your inner world and your outer world, your inner self and your outer self, who you present to the world and who you are on the inside, and how those two work together. It's also about choice. It's about decisions that need to be made. But I really do see this as, you know, really almost the literal interpretation for the card. For some lucky couple out there, maybe Leo, you're in a relationship. This is about blessings coming into that relationship, more passion coming into that relationship. Maybe more passion coming into your relationship with yourself, or in more of that coming in for you. Okay. All right. So let's see what the guidance is for Leo for this Pisces season. See if you can see that. Yes. Okay, good. You all got the Elephant. Interesting. Let's see what Elephant has to give to you. Okay. Elephant, you are unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. The Elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh, the Elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. Yes, that's what I see in this 8 of Wands. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. So when you are in balance in this energy, excuse me, you are one-pointed focus, generous and loving, but when you're out of balance, you misunderstand fate. To bring it back into balance, you definitely just trust that whatever is happening is meant to happen. Okay, Leo, that is your reading for Pisces season. All right, let's get into, actually, I'm going to take a quick break and come right back. Okay, took a quick break to get some water in me. My throat was getting a little dry. But now I'm all set up to do the rest of the Pisces season reading, starting with Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, you all are represented by the Hermit card in the Major Arcana in Tarot. The Hermit is all about, the guides, the teachers, self-knowledge, again, internal focus, and shining your light alone, really, the Hermit. And of course, for me, the Hermit also could stand for Hecate, the guide on the river Styx. I can't remember the name in mythology, but the person that basically takes the soul that's on its way to the underworld from the banks of the river Styx to the underworld. So if that helps you, Virgo. All right, so Virgo, let's look at what you all got for Pisces season. You all got the Page of Swords. Now for me, the Page of Swords is someone who is new to this energy of clarity and thought, someone who is learning how to wield the truth. And on top of that, there's also this very great power of having the ability to just pull the truth out of the air. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that definitely sounds like Virgo. But you all, in this way, I feel, in this Pisces season, you are coming into your highest strengths with, your truth, your clarity, your vision even. Let's go ahead and see what your guidance is. The Phoenix. Wow. I absolutely love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in the Animal Spirit deck. Virgo, you all are getting some stuff done this season, it looks like. So let's take a look at the Phoenix. Okay, where are you, Phoenix? Here we go. Okay. Phoenix. Freedom from suffering and past karma and reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering for too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind. Wow. I mean, if we're talking about consciousness, definitely talking about the Swords energy. And you're getting into that energy as this Page of Swords. Where was I? We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. Clarity, clarity. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. And that's, it's interesting, the contrast in the design of the cards, right? You all, Virgo, this page has this kind of wings down, but the Phoenix is showing that in that wings down, you're actually wings up. You know, you're drawing clarity. You're moving into this energy in a new way, right? You're about to spread your wings, but you're just kind of easing into this energy of this Page of Swords, gaining this new clarity that you have dropped, you know, all this extra stuff, right? And you're coming into a clarity of yourself. Okay, Virgo, that's your reading for Pisces season. Let's get into Libra. All right, Libra, you all are represented by the Justice card in the Major Arcana. So this card of Justice is about cause and effect, context. For me, sometimes it can be about a legal situation, but all in all, I think it's summed up really well by saying that the present is a culmination of your past events and experiences, Libra. All right, so Libra, wow, Libra, look at you all. Queen of Pentacles energy. So Queen of Pentacles, you know, you might be dealing with an earth sign, right? Or you could be looking at, starting a business. You could be trying to figure out how to start a business and also run a household. But either way, the Queen of Pentacles she's good at doing all of it. This is the Mother of Pentacles is the Earth Mother, the one who is all about being able to take care and provide for herself and her family, take care of the home, make the money, and also make the household run well, right? So and you all could be looking at maybe a new career that helps you in that Queen of Pentacles energy. Interesting. It could be that you're discovering something because, you know, of course you all are connected with this Justice card. There could be something, maybe you're looking at a job in kind of a law situation. Okay. So Hummingbird. Let's go ahead and read about Hummingbird energy for you all Libras. Hummingbird. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to find it any second now. Hummingbird, where are you? Oh, here we go. Okay. Hummingbird, positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful. Yep, that's Queen of Pentacles, resourceful. So inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to those sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. So when you're in balance in this energy, you're smart, you're curious, and you love to learn. But when you're out of balance, you're pushy, you're insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. Yeah. You could be thinking about taking a class. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you all are represented by the Death card in the Major Arcana. The Death card to me is always going to be about transformation and that gateway of, it's almost the invitation of going through transformation. And what, you know, if you're someone like me who's like, ooh, transformation, yay, fun, you know, you very much understand the energy of the Death card as basically going into the fire and emerging from the other side, right? The Death card could also be about alchemy, or the combination of two seemingly opposing sides. So Scorpio, let's see what you got. You all got the Hierophant. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you could be dealing with religion, or a religious figure in your life. You could be dealing with, historically, this card is about marriage. So there could be something transformational about a relationship that you might be in if you're in a relationship. Or you could be thinking about marriage and how to, if you're not married, how do I get myself into that, if you want marriage, right? How do I go through the changes I need to go through in order to create a relationship that is right for me, right? Or that gets me to this marriage energy. But it doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be about marriage. It could be that you're dealing with a religious figure. It could be that you, in the same way that you could be dealing with the transforming yourself in order to get yourself prepared to be able to get married, it could be that you are preparing yourself also for the possibility of, moving out of a marriage. So I don't say that quite often on this channel, but I got to be true to both sides, right? This card could mean many things. Could be a marriage is transitioning or changing into something, different. I don't know any other way to say that. But you all got the beaver with this card, so let's see. Let's see what's going on. Beaver. Okay, beaver. Beaver is hard worker, loyal, tireless, and family first. Okay, look at that. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home and financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. Yep. Marriage, most likely. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. So when in balance, you could be in service, offering your services to a church or something. When in balance, you're happy and you have meaningful work, but when you're out of balance, you feel useless and worn out. To bring it into balance, do some physical labor or some selfless service. All right. Okay, so now we move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you all are represented in the major arcana by the Temperance card. Temperance is, I like to think about temperance as bringing balance into a situation, kind of like a spiritual balance. But it is about synthesis and drawing from both the rational and the intuitive, right? So there's this sense of, spiritual balance to me is how temperance comes across. So Sagittarius, let's look at what you got. You all got the 10 of, excuse me, my throat is dry. I'm going to take a sip of tea. Okay, you all got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is, in this sense, okay, the 10 of Wands always means to me that you have outgrown where you are. And Sagittarius, you all are all about being on the go, traveling, that's what you all are known for. But I really do feel like in this sense, your powers of Sagittarius should definitely come into play. And you should definitely start looking for a new space for you to plant yourself. Because sometimes we could be in a really, like, I'm looking at this again and I'm seeing, this really lush situation, but you're not thriving there. You're not growing there. Look, there's no leaves on you. You haven't really planted where you are. So I think what Pisces season will be for you all is not only understanding that, right? Because fire sign, right? Fire sign. This is about you all understanding, you know what? This is not my place. It's a good place, but this is not the place for me. And you all are making the move to the place that is right for you. So let's see what your guidance is. You all got Scorpion. All right, let's see what Scorpion says to my Sagittarian friends. Scorpion, passionate, competitive, and tends toward isolation. Interesting, because this also looks like an isolated figure here in this card. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers, and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. Wow. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, and of course, Scorpion got a little bit of fire here, right? When in balance, you are wild and free and fierce, but when you're out of balance, you're jealous, resentful, and unresolved. To bring into balance, honesty and forgiveness are necessary. Yeah, it could be that you are still holding some grudges, right? Not allowing yourself to even be planted where you are because of the grudge, because of the things that you're holding back here in this 10 of Wands energy. Maybe you're not, maybe you're not allowing yourself that forgiveness in order to move forward. So the Scorpion card says, hey, try some honesty, try some forgiveness. Otherwise, Sagittarius, do what you got to do. Head on out, right? But yeah, that's what I see. All right, let us move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, you all are represented by the Devil in the major arcana. Now, the Devil to me, when I'm reading, sometimes yes, it is about toxic relationships. But here, when you're talking about Capricorn, let's really get into the Devil, right? This is about attachment. This is about helplessness, learned helplessness, right? And creative energy. So let's go deep and get in there, Capricorn, and see what you have today. For Pisces season, you all are, you all might be working with the spirit of rejection. I don't know if it's you that's doing the rejecting or not appreciating something, or if someone is rejecting you and not appreciating you. Interesting. Now again, because we talk about you all being represented by the Devil card in the major arcana, it could be that there's a toxic relationship that you are either focusing on or a part of that you need to just let it go, right? That's just my opinion right there, that chopping. But, let's see what your guidance has to say. All right, we've got Cobra. Let's see what Cobra has to say for you all. Okay. Pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. But it looks like in this Four of Cups, Capricorn, you know, if you all are the ones who are, you know, if you are the student in this card, you might not be paying attention. You might not be seeing that spirit guide, right? So when this energy is in balance, you're a student of life, you are humble and wise, but when you're out of balance, you're a know-it-all and egocentric. To bring it into balance, take a class or do some kind of study. Yeah. Because studying, I think, would help you concentrate and be able to receive the messages from your guide, from your Cobra guide, right? All right, Capricorn, that is your message. And we move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you all are represented by the Star card in the Major Arcana. And, excuse me, the Star card is about, again, to me, it's about hope. I think we saw that in the Taurus reading. I can't remember. But the Star card to me is about hope, and it's about values as that internal navigation device, guiding us through difficult times. So let's go ahead and see, Aquarius, what you all have. You all have the Three of Cups. Now, Three of Cups, you'll hear about people talking about it being, you know, it definitely is about celebration with friends, and it's almost like there's a commonality of feeling and emotion that you also share with these friends, which is where the word, I think, celebration comes out. But there could be that you all are celebrating something like, you know, maybe a graduation or a marriage or something. This is also a card of relationship, depending on your style of relationship. So let's see what guidance you all have. Camel card. Let's see what that is about. Camel. Okay. Resourceful, independent, and know yourself. I feel like Aquarians are just like, you all are just taking the ball on new relationships. Like, you all are just like, but I'm just going for it in this celebration, and you're having a really good time. That's kind of what I see here. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Just a second, let me get a sip of water. My throat is drying out again. Okay. Even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water. And it's really good. Three of Cups. Lots of water, right? To calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, you are calm, content, and you have a sparkle in your eye. But when you're out of balance, you're dehydrated, you lack vitality. To bring it into balance, you need a pilgrimage. So it could be that you're taking a pilgrimage with friends for a celebration. Okay. All right, guys. All right, friends. I hate when I mess up like that. I'm so sorry. Those are your readings for Pisces season. And I'm going to do an additional video kind of explaining a little bit more about some free shadow work sessions that I am doing in support of my certification. I'd really be excited to have some volunteers. The only caveat is that they cannot be friends, family, or coworkers. And I know I have a few of each that watch me. So just want to put that out there. It definitely has to be someone. So if you all know anyone who is interested in exploring this kind of personal growth session, let me know. I'm going to do another video specifically for that, and I will see you all next week.